Hi people, welcome back to TS Talks. If you haven't already done so, go hit the subscribe button. Today I'm talking about employee versus entrepreneur, which is a topic I see people discuss a lot, mainly on Twitter, and I see it sometimes on other social media platforms. Sometimes it may come from someone that, they're self-employed, etc., and they might diss people that work a 9 to 5 lifestyle, and then there becomes a whole uproar about it and stuff. And there's been some artists that have come out and made comments about 9 to 5 workers prior. I'm not gonna get into it now and call people out because these things are stuff that's old, and I'm not here to bring up any old dramas of anybody. I'm not the one for that. But anyways, firstly, on the subject, I think both sides, whether you're an employee or entrepreneur, both sides have pros and cons, and each option isn't for everyone. Long story short, not everyone set out to be an employee, and not everyone set out to be an entrepreneur. That's just the reality of it. Now, let's get into some of the pros and cons. Now, if you're an employee, some of the pros are, you have a set wage, guaranteed income every month. You've got a certain amount of annual leave, which obviously you get for the year. You have predictable working hours. And, overall, some people as an employee, you might have fewer worries. You might be like, I've got bills coming at the end of the month. I get paid at the end of the month. Cool, etc. When that next set of money's coming in. So, you're okay. Again, some of the pros to being an entrepreneur is that, there's no limit to how much money you can make. So whereas someone that's an employee might have a set wage, someone that's an entrepreneur, there's no limit. But again, it all depends on how good an entrepreneur you are and how good your business and everything is doing and your setup, etc. Again, with being an entrepreneur, you master your own destiny. It's not down to an employer as to how far you can progress. All of that is down to yourself. You're the one in charge, and you're the captain of the ship. In terms of working hours, also they can be flexible. You can choose if and when you want to work, and the choice is yours. And kind of similar to the no limit to income, you've got no limit to success. Everything that you want to do is based on what exactly you want to do. Whether that's you want to do something within a set time period, you want to achieve something, all of it set down to you, and it's not restricted by job task or working hours, etc. But that's the pros of both. Now I'm gonna get into the cons. For employee, as much as it's good to have a job, some jobs the security isn't there, and a lot of days in this day and age, job security isn't there. You look at Thomas Cook's situation the other day. Was it 9,000 people from the UK, just out of work like that? That's crazy when you think about it. Also, being an employee, at times you might get bored. You might feel, this job's a bit boring, etc., etc. Rather be doing something else, maybe turning one of my hobbies into a career. Again, this is not everybody's thoughts. This is the thoughts that some people may have, and I'm just, speaking about it. In some jobs, there may be limited opportunity for progression. I've witnessed that in some prior jobs I've worked in firsthand. So I fully agree with that one. And another con is, making someone else rich, which I think I covered that in my segment on why I left retail. And I briefly touched on when I was working there was people that was doing sales, and, they'll be excited about how much, money-wise of sales they've raked in for the year. Some people might be doing a mad thing, 800,000 pounds in sales for the year for the company, but these times you've earned maybe 18, 19k. That's ridiculous. But each to their own. Everybody got something they want to do in life, so shouts out to them. And to the other side of being an entrepreneur, the cons of that is, business is risky. I think you see most of these top successful people say that, the majority of businesses, your first set of businesses fail. I think it's like 9 out of 10 businesses fail, and you got to be willing to take the risk. Regarding income, it could be erratic. There could be months you're doing really well. There could be months that you're struggling. Back to where I say things prior about bills. If you got bills coming at the end of the month, you don't know when your next paycheck's coming in. You can really start to, struggle, worry, and panic a bit. Another thing is, as much as that one of the pros could be flexible working hours, if business ain't going too well, it might be hard to balance like your personal life and your work life. As an example, someone that does a 9 to 5, by the time they leave the office at 5 o'clock, 10 past 5, anything from work's out of their mind. They ain't worried about that now. It's like personal lifetime, cool. If you got a business, etc., you might be thinking about that at 10:30, 11:30 on a weeknight, and you can't sleep. It keeps you up, and you just want to do something to be active with it, and it can mess up your personal life. And more or less, just like I said prior, cons of being an entrepreneur is, like I said, most first businesses fail, and mistakes are part of your hopeful potential success. But like I said, with everything I've said, that's me, of someone that's tried a couple business ventures in the past with relative decent success, and that's not to rule out that I would try to do something going forward in the future where that gives me some flexibility and stuff, especially being a man of 2 kids, and got my own goals of things I want to achieve in this world, not just for myself, but to provide for my family and stuff, and leave a legacy. But on the subject, overall, I think it's okay to be an employee, because the reality is everyone can't be entrepreneurs. Not every single person can be an entrepreneur. That's just facts. Like, if everyone was, then everyone would be on this, they're working for themselves thing, and then people couldn't really make a big company because no one wants to work for the company. Everybody wants to be the boss, and that everybody's set out to be a boss. That's just the reality on it. But that's all from me. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, follow me Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of those in the description box below, and I'll catch you next time.